The body's range of natural movement, bending forwards, backwards, sideways, rotating centrally from the spine. From these basic movements is built a complex vocabulary. The muscles and joints from the pelvis to the neck coordinate to circle and loop. The feet apart give a wide base on which to balance. Now reduce the space, and we have fifth position, the root of classical ballet. The crossover sets in motion a spiraling muscle tension, upwards against gravity, right side against left. To move freely within this new configuration, dance students must learn to release and control the dynamic forces of fifth position. Control is at the core, the body's center of gravity, located here around the midpoint. Simple steps from fifth to fifth establish control of the core center. They are fundamental to classical dance. Freedom and lightness through precise control of body alignment. Spinning fast but suspended in stillness. The dynamics of force and counterforce. Takeoff and landing through fifth. Breath control is essential for controlling the body. When you gasp for breath, the diaphragm muscle takes over to supply it, separating the upper torso from the pelvis. Lateral breathing keeps the chest and pelvis as one unit. At the front, the false ribs are held down. At the back, the rib cage lifts on the in-breath to leave maximum space for the lungs as they fill up with air. And little in-breath through the nose, and breathe out through the mouth, and breathe in, and breathe out. Now lift up in the perineum, lengthening up through the spine as you pull up through the perineum. The chest and pelvis are one unit. Leaning forward at an angle against gravity engages the core muscles of the pelvis. The outermost part of the pelvic floor is the perineum. It pulls up towards the core center, bringing the pelvis upright. Now turn to the right foot. Now turn out from the hips to get into your fourth position to a little demi-plie there. Now very slowly we are going to align the ankles, knees, hips, slowly up. And that changes the whole top. That's it, and a little demi-plie again to feel that again. And breathe out, and that's it. Turn to left, and cross over. This simple harmony of alignment creates an upward spiral which resolves in epaulement, the hallmark of classical ballet. So we open the back up, breathing through the nose, and breathe out from the front, from the stomach. Good. And breathing through the nose, and out through the stomach, through the mouth. That's it. A group of 16-year-olds. Each body is different, each mind is unique. But ballet requires them to be uniformly strong and technically proficient. The basics of breathing, posture, and fifth position provide a sound basis on which to build their individual techniques. Then from there, bring the heels in and we stand in second. And then from there, just pull up through the perineum there. Good. I want you to point the right foot and bring it over into a little fourth in front of fifth. Feet only about 6 inches apart. Good. Now from there, feel the tips of the toes pushing down, and now we're going to straighten up slowly. So align your heels, your knees, and your hips. And as you straighten out and pull up in the perineum, feel what happens in the spine. Good. And again, a little demi-plie. And feel as you straighten up, because of the fifth position there, the whole body takes on a different configuration into the epaulement. That's it. A little demi-plie, and then point the left foot to the side, tendu, and then over and into a little demi-plie. That's it. And now slowly come up, align ankles, knees, and hips, and feel the epaulement through the back. And little demi-plie again. And slowly realign ankles, knees, hips, feel the epaulement. Good. Okay, then little demi-plie. And tendu the left foot forward. That's it, forward. And come back into a little demi-plie. Tendu to the back. Right. And come back to demi-plie. And tendu forward, feel the epaulement there, and come back, and tendu to the back, right, and come back. Feel the whole demi-plie from there, and now change over, left foot to the side, and behind. Good. The heel stays still and the toes sweep under to point. The ankle flexes backwards. The tips of the toes touch the floor first, keeping the underneath arch lifted. Push the toes against the feet to point and up. Just use the foot. And I want the toes to come to the heel. Stroke the floor and stroke the floor and stroke the floor and down, back foot. And up, and use the toes, yes, and up, and up, and stretch out, and front foot, and one, and up, and right, and back foot, and up, and push, and tap, and tap. Okay. Now, from there, we're going to do the passé de la jambe on four counts. So the right leg comes up, forward, and we do front and back, and front, and then passé, up and to the back. Demi-plie, and forward. 1, 2, up and around. 1, 2, up and around, and one more. 1, 2, up and around. Tendu left foot and come to the back and passe. The accent on the third count of 4 is up, so as not to sit in fifth. It is used throughout the class as preparation for takeoff and landing in pirouettes, jumps and beats. Tia, ta, ta, up, down. Now from there, I want us just to go glissade to the right, and yeah, and 2, just 3, 1. Now up, and that's it. We go again to the left, and right, and left, and up. Glissades relocate the dancer's core center of balance. Other linking steps, like the bourrée and pas de bourrée, serve the same purpose. In this classical solo, the bourrée keeps the dancer centered, while the port de bras, involving the upper torso, arms, head and eyes, gives her direction and defines the space around her. You have to be very aware of the space around you on stage and the directions on stage, facing forward, space to the back, to the side, and the angles. So for the port de bras, open your elbows, pull up in the perineum, and from there you go to your right first. One. And croisé. Port de bras and épaulement rely on the position and coordination of the head and the rest of the body. Two, one, da, da. The head and eyes establish the body's direction. Core stability establishes balance and control. Da, dia, da, da. And slow. And feel the movement. Da, da, da. And right. Two, ya. Da, da, and side, slower, dia, da, da, and da, dia, da, da, and da, dia, da, da. Okay, and up, and one, da. The arms lift the torso and give balanced support to the force and counterforce of movement. Croisé, and croisé, and croisé, and side, and side, and side, and side, and one, and two, slower, over, and one, and two. Good. One. Over, one, two, over, here, and two, and overhead, one, two, good, one, and two, and D, two, and one, and down, and over. Combine them. One, da, in front, and over. One, da, front, over. One, da, front, and get same value. Da, da. Good, stop. Okay, so turn to your left and come over. That's it. And then up and down. The arms work from the rotational spiral of the spine. The angling of the shoulders translates into épaulement. Now straighten up and feel the épaulement. And up and down and up and down. And one, and two. Croisé. And straight. And change. One. Croisé. and straight. And dip one more through, and dip one more through. And finish. Good, okay. Lift up in perineum, up, and down, and up, and down, and up. The sixes exercise the shoulder joints, wrists, hands, and upper back muscles. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And back. And 1, 2, reverse. Change. 1, reverse. Okay. Right. Good. Older students have more advanced technical requirements. Their port de bras are extended to improve balance, strength, and coordination. So for the port de bras, we're very aware of the space around you and the directions of the stage. So we lift up in the perineum, press down the tips of the toes, and we go to your right first, looking straight ahead, but a palm. 1. Breathe out. And quasi, and quasi, and quasi, and quasi, and 1, and 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. To this side. Again in 4s. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and quasi, and 2, and 3, and 4, and side, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, big circle, and 1, and 1, and 2, and circle, and right, and 1, and 2, and circle, and up, and 1, and 2, and circle, and up. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, come back 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, come back 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, attitude 8. 1, 2, 3, come back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, attitude 8. 1, 2, 3, come back 4. Stretch left, and then cross over, small fourth there, and straighten up and feel the epaulement there. And then up, and down, and up, and down. And then point right, and down, and straighten up and feel the epaulement. And up, and down, and up, and down. And lift, 1. And good day. And 2. And quasi. And quasi. Forward, 1. Straight. And through. And change legs. And demi-plie. Feel the space. Good. And up, and down, and up, and down, and up. Use the upper back, and down, and upper back. The arms are overhead while the body stays still. This opens the upper back and works the shoulder cuff and surrounding muscles. And back, and up, back, up, back, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up, back, up, back, up, back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Around 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reverse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And relax. These modifications of the basic port de bras are primarily for men. Making fists uses the arm structures. The exercises warm up the torso, chest, spine and pelvis and help breath control. They are good as a warm-up for class or performance. You make fists and feel your muscles, and it really warms up the whole torso. So go to your right first, looking straight forward. 1, 2, 3, da, da, di, da, da. Then side. Di, da, da, di, da. Then 1, 2, 1, da, da, 1, 2, dia, da, da, 1, dia, da, da, 1, da, dia, da, da, and side, dia, da, da, side, dia, da, da, side, dia, da, da, side, dia, da, da, and up, and 1, da, di, da, 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 di, da, and side, and di, and da, and da, and da, and di, da, da. Then 1, 2, big circle around, da, da, circle around, 1, da, circle around, 1, 2, circle around, 1, 2, overhead, 1, 2, overhead, 1, 2, overhead, 1, 2, overhead, 1, 2, in front and over, 1, da, front and yeah, 1, da, front and over, 1, da, front and over, hold. Yeah, okay. And bring the arms up and down, and up, down, and up, down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and side, and side, and side, and side, and quasi, 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 and forward, 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 and just around. Okay, stop. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. And next one we do all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over, back, over, back, over, back. Oh, 1, 2, 3, da, da, 6. Up, down, up, down, up, down, and back, da, dee, da, da, dee, da, back, do, da, 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 dee, da, around, do, da, 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 dee, da, reverse, do, da, 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 dee, da, change arms. Oh, 1, da, dee, da, da, dee, da, change, do, dee, da, da, dee, da. Okay. 1. The knuckles are pointed, thumbs up, and the arms stretched sideways. The arms circle clockwise, then anti-clockwise, involving all the muscles of the shoulder cuff. Da, da, di. Change hands. 1, 2, 3, da, di, da. Change, da, 2, di, da, di, da. Good. The force and counterforce of turning. The foot pushes off on the out-breath against the floor, setting the turn in motion. The head spots rhythmically and the arms coordinate to control the speed of the turn. We're going to do the passé la jambe. We go up and one, and bring the right foot over, front, back, front and passé, and to the back, demi-plie. 1, 2, and up, open, down, ya, da, di, up, and down, and point left to the side, and close, and left, di, up, over, down, ya, da, di, up, down, up, da, di, up, and down. Okay, point the right foot to side and close it behind again. We're going to do quarter turns, not on a half point, and front, da, di, quarter, and down, da, 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 and breathe out, and down. Turning on the flat foot is for strength and control of the supporting leg. The toes and heels push down fast to support the torso's weight. The turn stops instantly. Use the epaulement to turn. Ti, da, da. It's the epaulement that takes you down. Good, okay. So left foot behind. So left side, little demi-plie. And now, 1, 2, 3, quarter. That's it. Ya, da, di, quarter. Da, ya, da, da, up, down, ya, da, da, up, and down. 1, da, di, and down. Da, da, di, and down. Good, okay. And ya, da, di, up, down. Ya, da, di, up, down. Very good. Da, da, di, da, down. Very good. Da, da, di, up, down. Very good. Left foot behind. Use the epaulement to do the turn, to get the turn in. And so, la, da, di, up, down. Da, da, di, up, down. Ya, da, di, up, down. Very good. Da, da, di, up, down. Okay, very good. Without the impetus of their arms, dancers find it hard to turn. Dancers usually prepare with the arms in third position, bringing them into first on the turn. Practicing with the arms down ensures that they discover the fundamentals of turning. 1, 2, 3, up, down, tia, ta, ti, and use the epaulement, down, and use the opposite side, and turn with the epaulement, down, tia, ta, ti, up, down. The feet press down in fifth. Then the working foot sweeps against the floor, starting the turn. The turn continues, the body spiraling into epaulement, the head flicking round. Once confident, the students add the arms. Da, di, up, down. Good. And da, da, di, up, down. Dia, da, da, up, down. Ya, da, da. Use the epaulement. Down. Dia, da, di, up, down. Ya, da, half, down. 1, 2, 3, up, down. Dia, da, da. 1, down. Dia, da, da. 1, down. Ya, da, da. And double down. Ya, da, di, double down. And 1, 2, 3, up, down, yep, down. 1, 2, 3, up, down, up, down. Good. Da, da, di, up, down, yep, down. Dia, da, di, up, down, up, down. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, up, da. Use the pommel. Down, good. Da, da, di. Up, down, and up, down. A little demi-plie and 1, 2, di, and balance down. 1, 2, di, up, down, and turn to right, and change. 1, 2, di, up, down. 1, 2, 3, up, down. Point right, and down. In 1, 2, 3, quarter, down. 1, 2, 3, quarter, down. 1, 2, 3, quarter, down. Da, da, 3, da. Down, very good. 1, 2, 3, half, down. 1, 2, 3, half, down. Ya, da, da, 1, down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, up, down. 1, 2, 3, up, down. Up, da, ya, da, 3, up, down. Ya, da, 3, up, down. Point and down. The 1, 2, 3, quarter. Stop. 1, 2, 3, quarter. Stop. 1, 2, 3, quarter. Stop. Ya, da, the up, down. 1, 2, 3, half. Down. Da, da, the foot. Down. Ya, da, da, 1. And down. Good. Okay. Demi-plie. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, single, down. 1, 2, 3, double, down. Use the pommel. Da, 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 double. That's it. Down. Point. Good. And demi-plie. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2. Use that front foot. Down. Use the pommel. 1, 2, 3, and double. Down. Good. 1, 2, 3, double. Down. Very good. Demi-plie and 1, 2, 3, da, da. Turning for men means turning in the air. Takeoff is on the out-breath, keeping the torso as one unit. Practicing quarter and half turns before single and double tours is a body reminder of the importance of crossing over the fifth. The feet push off from a well-crossed fifth, the weight equally balanced and toes pointed together as a unit against gravity. The landing, tips of the toes first, is a rebound, a preparation for the next takeoff. The rebound is multiplied on the trampoline. It enables the feet and ankles to absorb the impact of landing and takeoff many more times before exhaustion. It is excellent for building stamina. In first position without a demi-plie, just using the feet and 1. Starting with the feet only as a lever for takeoff. Good. And right foot behind, and we'll do the changeovers and yeah. Da. The accent on 3 gives height to the jump and time for the beat. Good. And change left. And he, da, 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 and da, 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 and da, 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 dip and da. Good, and one, da. Take off from 2 feet on 3. The Sisson passe is completed before landing on 4. Good, very good. Change legs. And da, 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 dip, da. Very good. And 4 sautes in first, 4 in fifth, 4 tome levee on the right, 4 on the left, 4 petit jeté. Aim for sets of 10. The mat work gives dancers the opportunity to work against gravity on the essentials of their technique. With all parts of the body and limbs in contact with the floor, it is easier to isolate weak areas and to develop all-round strength. Almost every exercise has a direct connection with ballet technique. So as not to strain areas like the hip joints, the exercises are graded to suit different age groups. In general, girls have completed the growth spurt by 16 and boys by 17. However, in dancers, physical maturity is often delayed, so age is not always the best measure of physical capability. To give each individual time to develop a physical understanding of the mat work, they should complete the exercises in their own time. All age groups start with the basic mat work. It is demonstrated by 16-year-olds, with 17 and 18-year-olds showing the more advanced exercises. The feet in front, okay. Then bring the knees up and your legs are parallel to the floor. Hands a little bit further away from your sides, good. Now a little in-breath through the nose and then a long out-breath through the mouth, good. And then open your knees, but have the heels together. So open the knees sideways, and you point your feet. That's it. Now from there, little in-breath, and now when you start breathing out, bring the knees in to the center, very slowly. Pull up in the perineum, long spine, and then open slowly, still on the out-breath. So we breathe in here. Slowly breathe out, very tall, long, back and open. And we do 6 all together. We've done 2. And breathe out and long. The lower back is down on the floor. In every single exercise, the out-breath focuses core stability in the pelvis and transverse abdominal muscles. Core stability of the pelvis is the connecting force linking the upper torso to the legs. And I think it's the last time. Breathe out and open. And bring your feet down. Good. Now we're going to sit up and sit back a little bit into the center of your mat. So from there, have the hands together there, very, very tall. And we're going to curl back towards the floor, quite low down. We're going to come up for 4 at a time, 4 times 4, then forward, side, side, forward. Forward to the left side, right side, forward. 4 times as well. Good, okay. So Little in-breath to go back. Curl, long curve. And then forward. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. The palms of the hands are pressed together to feel the lats and shoulders pulling down. On the out-breath, the rectus abdominis muscles contract like a corset. And go back again, and now breathe out, forward, to the right, to the left, and forward. Forward, to the left, to the right, and forward. Here the transverse abdominis muscles complete the corset around the waist and core center. Yes, and side, and up. Okay, sit up. Good. Put the magic circle down and put the left ankle on top of the handle. Lying down, we're going to do the rond de jambes, and we do un dehors first. So we use the abductors to go outwards. And so we're going to do 6 very slowly, and push down and outward, and 2. Using the inside muscles of the leg, there, and right. Like rond de jambe à terre and en l'air standing up, the leg abducts on the outward circle, the rond de jambe en dehors, and adducts on the inward circle, the rond de jambe en dedans. Good crossover, and very tall spine. Chin down, broad shoulders, long back. Breathing out. Good. When you finish, then we're going to change feet. Okay. And right. And the right foot on top. And we lie back, very tall. Pull up in the perineum. And under your first, outwards. Abduct. That's it. And use your stomach muscles. Feel the core. Right. Breathe out. Out. Good. And reverse. Down. Over. And breathe out. And out. Good. Okay. Good, that's great. The next exercise we'll do there is just to push down and then just lift the pelvis slightly up as you do so, from below the buttocks there, right? So lie down and just lift up from below the buttocks. So we can use the hamstrings. Push and go down. And push and go down. And the legs are stretched from the hip to the heel, pressing down to slim and shape the hamstrings from their connection below the buttock to the heel. And down. And then change legs, and we'll do the same number on the other side. And so lie back, and use the hamstrings there. That's it. And that's it. Breathe out. Good. Watch the lower back not to arch it. That's it. And breathe out. Good. And right. Good. Okay. Cushions are used to prevent the lower back from arching and to protect the pelvic bones from the hard floor. So we're going to go on the cushions, and the hips are level, lying down on the cushion. We're going to do rond de jambes with the left leg first. So point both feet first, and then the left one, and dehors, just 6. And out, and 2. The perineum and low stomach core muscles lift to support the back. Good. And then dedans. And on the inward circle, the hips are kept symmetrical and still. the inside thigh muscles, the adductors, working with the core muscles in pull-up. Spine. Good. That's it. And we change legs. Right leg and up and out. One. The outward circle works from the lateral hip rotator muscles, part of the buttock, and the tensor fasciae latae. Good. And reversed. Cross the legs. Make sure the back leg is quite underneath the top one as it crosses. Okay. Good. Just bend the knees for a moment and just sit back onto your knees. Just to stretch the lower back. There. Right. Good. The mat work should be broken up with neutralizing activities like walking or symmetrical stretching. Core stability forms a unit from the pelvic girdle to the iliopsoas insertion on the inside of the femur. This unit both extends and flexes. After every exercise in extension, sit back and flex the spine forward. And stretch both legs, and we bring the left leg up first in arabesque, stretching the opposite arm forward. That's it. And down. And we alternate. And breathe out as you stretch. Both legs stretch and push down against the floor. And down. And left. Breathe out. The extension comes from the hip, which is kept horizontal with the opposite hip. The leg is low, the shoulders even and neck long. The arabesque line is felt through the whole length of the body. And one more each side. One. And right. And up. And down. And keep the cushion where it is and just sit back again to stretch your lower back. Good. Come back. Same position as before. So feel your hips are very well supported because we're going to do the entrechats. So from there, bend the knees and then just stretch them out behind you and bring them up and stretch out. Out. Open and close the legs in first position. This strengthens the lower back. Once the back is strengthened, cross the beats. The lower back is supported from the core center and by the cushion. 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. And sit back again. This exercise should not be attempted with lower back strain. We'll do the entrechat. Bend your knees and then bring the legs up and good support from the cushion and we go 1, 2, 3, open. 1, 2, 3. Open. The legs cross over to beat and then are held open. Intensive use is made of the hamstrings, adductor and abductor muscles, and the lateral hip rotators. Open. Right. Just sit back onto your knees, stretching the lower back. Keep. That's it. Okay, come back onto the cushion and we'll do the cabriels. Start with the left leg on top. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bend the knees and again sit back. Good. Rest the back. We're going to do the push-ups. So girls only, push against the floor with your forearm and come onto your knees, very parallel to the floor. Breathe out. And come back. So lift up in the perineum, start from the perineum. So lift up and breathe out. The torso muscles are used as a unit. This is preparation for lifts in pas de deux work when the girl's torso should be held still so the boy can use their weight to push against gravity. Breathe out and down. and breathe out and down. And then sit back and stretch your lower back. That's it. Good. Now, boys, we're going to go on again on the elbows as well. And flex your feet back. And we're going to do 6 of this. Elbows down, boys. You come up parallel to the floor. Lift up, breathe out, and you parallel to the floor, push up. And come down. And breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down. And breathe out. The torso and core stomach muscles are used as a unit. The head looks straight ahead. Lift on the out breath and push back into the heels to stretch the calf muscles. 6 at last time. And breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Okay. Sit back and stretch your lower back. That's it. So we're going to do the hip roll. Bring the feet up. The legs are parallel to the floor there, knees bent. And now from there, we go to the right side first. Little in-breath. Now, it's all on one out-breath. Out, and the knees remain the same relationship, so you have to push the top hip over and come back. Little in-breath. And breathe out and over. Feel the belt around the waist and come back. The thighs are held at an acute angle with the floor. The legs and pelvis rotate against the pectoral girdle and lumbar spine. The knees are kept parallel to each other and the shoulders are held flat on the floor. And come back. Okay, feet down. Good, okay. The lateral hip rotators turn out the hips to their maximum. They are the most used muscles in ballet. To turn out, they contract, so they need to be stretched to counteract this. And we're going to do the hip roll with a breath. We'll have the left leg up first, and the leg is bent and not more than 90 degrees. And the arms are by your side there, and you're going to do it on one breath. Now on this, you breathe out, you feel the whole spiraling to the side, and you come back, breathing out from the chest. Good. Breathe in there and slowly breathe out, long spine. Stretch the right leg and back. And breathe out, over, and come back. And one more, and breathe out, and come back. Good. And stretch the bottom leg. And over, out. The spine rotates from the sacrum to the head. The whole rotation is on the strong out-breath and is controlled from the core center. Use the rotation, left against right, and over and around. Good, and last time, over and up. Good, okay. Bring your knees up and go in the rest position. Okay, third years, left leg up. And first we do the straight leg, and over, and back, and over, and back. The same exercise with the legs stretched needs the hip rotators to contract with more force to bring the leg back to the start position. Back. Good. Change legs. Right leg up, and breathe out. Still out. Right. Breathing through the nose, breathe out, and still out. And over, breathe out, and back, 4 all together. And over, and back. Left leg up. And we're going to go over, go through the 5th position to the side. And breathe out, and big circle up, firm. And over, and open, and up. The leg is in parallel and at 90 degrees to the body. Round and up. Good, and change legs. Right leg up, and breathe out.
On the out-breath, the lateral hip rotators stretch to cross the working leg over. They then contract to turn out through the first position, up to second, and back to the start position. The supporting hip is anchored by core center control.
Around. Very good. Okay. Turn on your right side and we're going to do the lateral hip rotators. Okay, the knees in line with the hips, in line with the shoulders, right, and the head is slightly inclined to the side. That's right, good. Now from there, we press down the right thigh on the mat, then open the left knee, and try not to use the buttock. It's the muscles underneath the buttock. So these are the turnout muscles. And come back. It's on the out breath. And breathe out and open. Very long spine. The whole body is involved in this. And down. And right, open. And come back. And again, open. And close. And turn round onto your left side. Good. Knees in line with the hips, in line with the shoulders. And press down and then open.
Here, the hip rotator muscles are used as a group, turning out only.
And breathe out, long torso, long waist there. And come back. And open. And close. And open. And close. Okay, good. Come on to the back. Right. The left foot is on top, and we're going to do the système passé la jambe, and we're going to do 4 very, very slowly, starting with the left. And so you lift up and right, open. The opposite hip is right down. Take the foot under, and that's it. Come up, start now, and open, opposite hip right down, and...
This is the basic movement preceding attitude, arabesque and extensions forward, side and back. Control of the supporting hip against the floor is essential, as is holding the core center still throughout.
And open, and up, and go under, right. And then reverse, so the right leg comes up at the back, and up, open, and down. Always opposite hip down, and left, up.
Turnout is from the lateral hip rotators, and the hamstring of the supporting leg is pulled up. The supporting leg is stretched down, feeling the muscles in the round from the turnout of the hip.
And one more, up, and right, and square up, and okay, thank you. And we're going to do 4 pliés, so bring the knees in to the waist there. Now, push out against the heels and use the arms, and the hands are on the floor, and use the lower stomach muscles to bring the legs back. Do it all from the stomach. And breathe out.
Although one of the first steps in ballet, pliés on the floor should only be done by senior pupils. The legs are pulled in and pushed out by the core center muscles. Control and strength of these is essential to prevent using the lower back muscles.
Good, and back. And let's reverse, and up, over, and around. Breathe out, and over, and up, around. Good. All right. We'll do the entre-chaussis and jeté. So bring the feet in and flex the feet back and push out. That's it. And one, two, and jeté, long jeté. Feel the waist muscles and come back. And six, so yeah, da, di, and jeté back. That's it. And come back. Long spine, yeah, da, di, and jeté back. Long spine. Now push up, come onto your right elbow and to the arabesque. Look at the hand. Right up, bring the arm up and over. Good. Bring the leg back, arm overhead and lie down. Good.
The legs are pushed out with the feet flexed back to relieve the muscles of the feet, ankle, calf and leg. Crossing the legs on the sisses uses the inside leg muscles. Control of the torso and legs comes from the overlapping muscles of the waist and back, and from the internal iliopsoas muscles which connect the lumbar spine to the upper legs.
Over. Look at your hand. Right down. Good. Stretch. Bring the legs together and arm overhead and come down. Stretching out. Good. Okay, this time come onto your right elbow and the left foot is in front. We're going to do the push-ups. And so onto the elbow and push up and take the arm over. And feel the inside of your left leg and come back. And push up and right over your right elbow. Long spine. And come back. And now bend the knees, take the top leg back and push up and feel the stretch over your left hip there and come back. Okay, turn on your left side. So we stretch out and that's it. Bring the legs in and push out. Good. And one, ta, ta, jeté. And ya, ta, ta, jeté to the back. And ya, ta, ta, jeté. And come up on the elbow, arabesque, arm up, over, and there, bring the arm overhead again, legs together, and lie down. Put the hand down to slide down. Good. Legs in, and push out, and si, so one, da, da, and back, and ya, da, da, and back, and ya, da, da, and back. Push up on the elbow, into arabesque, and arm overhead. Good. Long stretch. Bring the arm overhead, legs together, and push down. And lie down. Okay. Come onto your left elbow, and bring the right leg over. And so push up, and come back. Use the inside muscles of the leg, of the right leg, and up. Feel your lats there and down. Good. And change legs, bend, and then over, and feel the long stretch over your right hip. And come back. Okay. And come on your backs and just rest for a moment. Bring your knees up to your chest. Good. So it's the jetés into arthrosis.
Advanced students with stronger waist muscles and more secure pelvis, lumbar spine and lower ribs can add an extension to the front after the second entre-chaussis.
Yeah, da, da, forward, and yeah, da, da, and back. Come onto the elbow, look at the hand, up and over, come over to, that's it, to the center, and down again. And ya, da, da, jeté. Ya, da, da, forward. Ya, da, da, and back. Come on to elbow, look at the hand forward, bring the arm right over, and come in center, and come down. And one more time, and ya, da, da, jeté, ya, da, da. Feel those waist muscles, and ya, da, da, to the back. Come on the elbow, look at the hand, over, right up, good. Come to the second, there, yeah, and down. Okay, bring the left leg over to the front. Come on the elbows, and we push up, and come back, and up, and come back. Use the inside muscles of the top leg, and up, and come back. And now we're going to change legs to the back. Third ears come onto your hands, and
Advanced students are strong enough in the torso to support the stretch on an outstretched arm.
and up, and come back. Okay, we go onto the left side. So we stretch out and we bring the feet in, dorsiflex them and stretch out. And ya, da, da, jeté, ya, da, da, forward, ya, da, da, and back. Come on your elbow, look at the hand, then over and up and come down. And ja, da, da, and back. Tia, da, da. Use the waist. Da, da, and back. Come on the elbow. Look at the hand. Up and over. And back to center and come back. Take the right leg over to the front. And come onto your elbows. And push up. And back. And push up and back. Change legs and change hands. And up and down. Feel your lats there. And up. And feel the stretch over the hip and come back. Okay, good. We're going to do the thigh stretch. We sit up tall and then just gently let yourself down onto your elbows. Go back. Watch the knees. Careful with the lower back. So go back, back, back. Support yourself. That's it. And if it worries the knee at all, don't do it. Lower back feels okay. Okay, shall we come back up? And right, good. Let's change legs. And go gently. I don't want the knees to be worrying you, nor the lower back. So we go back gently into this position. Breathe out while you're stretching on the stretch. Good. When you finish, then right, let the leg go. Right, okay. And come on. Just bring your knees up to your chest. That's it. Good. Okay, just cross the right foot over your left knee. Good. And stretch the hamstring there. Good. And change round. And right. Okay, good. Fine. Thank you. For the hip loosener, the knees are just underneath the hips there. Have the hands a little bit in front of your shoulders. We're going to bring the left knee up to the chest. Good. Keep the supporting hip very still. Open the left knee to the side and open and to the back and bring it back to your chest. Good. We'll do 3 altogether. And press down on your right shin and open left. Breathe out, 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 and come to the chest. And open. Feel maximum there. The hips are quite square. And then open and come back to the chest. And change legs. And so, right knee to the chest. Open door. That's it. Left hip very, very still. And come back in. and open, and left hip still. That's it. Good. And one more. Open and sideways, right to the back and to the chest. Good. Sit back for a moment. That's it. Good. Okay. And come back up, and we reverse. Left knee to the chest and then back to the chest and backwards and down and in. And to the back and open. Right hip very, very still, and up and open and down. Good. Right knee to the chest and back. Keep the left hip very still as you bring the leg around. That's it. And there's no contraction in the stomach there. Very long spine. And open. Good. And back and open. There. Okay, sit back for a moment. Good. And come back up. Left knee up to the chest and open sideways into the arabesque and stretch. And then lift the right arm, breathe out, stretching, and come down. And bring the right knee to the chest, and take it to the back, and up, left arm up, and balance, hold, 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 and come down. And left knee to the chest, and open, and stretch the right arm in arabesque, balance, shoulders down, and last time, right knee up, and open, stretch, left arm, good, arabesque, and come down, and sit back to stretch the lower back. Bring the legs back in and stretch out. That's it. Now, retire the left leg and up to the top. And a little rond de jambe at the top in the hip, turning out more. Then retire, bring the foot in and go down and push it down in front. And lift from the hip, turning out in the hip and to the back. And one more step to the back and come back to retire and to the top and come down. That's it. And out. Good. And retire and come right to the top. Écarté in the hip. Both legs off the floor and out.
The overall strength of these advanced students allows them to work on line and sense of movement in this exercise.
And retire and come down. That's good. Turn around, left side. Stretching out. Bring the legs in, dorsiflex the feet, and stretch both legs off the floor. And retire right. Go to the top. Turn out in the hip. Écarté. And that's it. To the front. And behind the knee. And a bit further behind. And now open the hip and come back. Écarté in the hip. Turn out more and down. And stretch. And retire up. And to the top. And the bottom foot is off the mat and to the front and to the back and a bit further to the back, and then bring back the leg from the hip and to the top, a little écarté at the top, bring the leg back front, and that's it, good. So the pleadings, we're going to go on to the right, little in-breath through the nose, and on the right hip, and up. 5, 6, down, and up onto the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down, on the right.
The core center, obliques, upper body and legs are all worked and coordinated. The out-breath is the key to control, and many repeats give stamina and endurance.
2, 3, 4, change, and go down. On to the left. 2, 3, 4, change, and go down. On to the right hip.
To build stamina, the exercise should be done with precision, taking care to go right onto the supporting hip to really curve the torso and to control the lying down.
And go down. On to the right. Out. 2, 3, change. And port de bras. And go down. On to the left. 2, 3, 4, change. Port de bras up. And go down. And right. 2, 3, 4. And up. And change. And last time. And up. 2, 3, 4. Up. Breathe out, lifting and down. It's the side adductor push-up. So the feet apart, left foot in front, that's it. And we do 3 push-ups. Push up, right, feel that inside leg, and come back. And push up, and come back. And push up, and come back. And we turn around to do on the other side. And so right leg in front, and the other leg behind, and push up, and come back. And push up, and come back. And one more, push up, and come back. So side adductor push up from the right hip against the foot. Lift up and come down. And get hip, foot and everything in line. Push up and come down. And up and come down. And let's change over onto the left side. So right leg out and up and come back and up and come back and up and come back. And it is the rond de jambe to second. Okay. So from there, big rond de jambe, left knee forward and push up onto your elbow, right hip up off the floor and up and push up and open to the second, there and come back. Closing the leg, right, and bring the arm back and forward and up and open, that's it, and come back to the front, that's it, and one more, and forward, big opening, and to the second, that's it, and come back. On the left side, turn round. So on the elbow, bend the knees, and we turn out the bottom leg, so right knee up, forward, and rond de jambe. Take the arm over. And now turn out the bottom hip. That's it, to the second. And come back up. And down. And right, rond de jambe, up, open. And close. And third time, and forward, and up and around. And close, that's it, and just stretch out, lying down. That's fine. Okay, good. Come on the back and just bring the knees to the chest again. Good, okay. And to second, and then to the back, and come back, and come down. Good. And up, and over, and very generous to the back, and come back. Good. Shall we do a third time? And up, and over. Good. And up, and come back. And onto the left side, and so bring the knee up, and generous, push out, turning out from the right hip.
All the side muscles are used here. The advanced exercise takes the leg to the back. It necessitates strong turnout muscles to control the leg at the back against the gravitational pull.
And back, and last time, and up, and open, and come back. Very good. Okay, so bring the knees to the chest for the floating legs. And up, and left leg first. Down, up, change. Down, up, and change. Down.
This concentrates on core and torso control. To keep both hips parallel and flat on the floor, the iliopsoas is used.
That's it, good. And down. And just two more, and down, breathe out, up, and square up. That's it, good. Okay, thank you. Bend the knees, right? Sit up, and then put your right leg in front. We're going to do the ellipsoid stretch. So you kneel on your left knee, right leg in front. Your right hand is down on the floor, and you're going to lift the left arm up and over. I want to feel it across that left hip, right? Lift up perineum so you don't sink down into your lower back. And come back, one more like that. Breathe out. So do it only as long as you feel that's fine. Lifting up in the perineum, make sure that that's it. And then come up, and let's change legs, right? And left arm down, and up and over. And come back. And over, okay. And come back. Okay, that's probably enough. Yeah, just sit back and stretch your lower back. Good, then just actually come up and let's just have the right foot in front, so stand up. And just from there, just go over, stretching the hamstrings, right foot in front, down to the floor. Good. Breathing out, breathing out. Lift up in the perineum. You support the lower back from the inside muscles. Okay, change feet. And over. Okay, fine. Okay, so we're on the knees and we're going to do the arabesque into the second position there. So bring the left knee up to the chest and then open sideways and to the arabesque. Then from there, come to the second, keep the right hip very, very still, lift up to take it to the arabesque and bring it back in. Okay, right knee up and open into the arabesque.
This requires control at the core center and the quadratus lumborum, the large muscles at the back of the waist, to keep the body still whilst the legs move.
And just sit back for a moment to stretch your lower back. Good. And come back up. And we do left knee in and open and to the back and up.
The lateral hip rotators contract and extend to move the working leg. Their counterparts on the supporting side hold still.
Right knee into the chest, open to the side, to the arabesque, up and around, and up, and into the chest, and sit back, and stretch the lower back. Thank you. So this is the neck bridge. Put the ball of the foot against the floor, there. If you feel more comfortable pointing it, then point the foot. So the left leg comes up first, very generous, rond jambe. Keep the right hip right down. And bring the leg up, right leg, and around. And slip it under.
The cushions support the lower back. The supporting hip is held down to counterbalance the working leg.
And slip it under, and right leg up and around. Lift your pelvis off the mat and push against the foot, and the left leg up and over. So you're off the cushion, and right leg up and around. Good. Left up and around, and right leg up and around. Good. Then lie flat and bring your knees up to the chest. Yeah. Take the cushion away, I think. Put the cushions to your right side. Then I want to stretch the legs out, heels together, and the legs are totally stretched out. And so lift up from the lower back, lift the left leg up, and right up, and open. That's it. And come back, and lift, and right over.
Advanced students should work on the exercise without support. The hips are horizontal to the floor and the legs are stretched.
And right, and up, and around, into the rainbow stretch, and thank you. Good. Knees to the chest, and that's it. Good. Bring your knees up to the chest, and we're going to do the corkscrew. So from there, the legs go up, and you go to your right first. Good. And so to the right, and around. And breathe out. And the third one, around. Good.
This works as a gentle massage for the lower back by relaxing the overlapping lower back muscles. It also works the transverse abdominal muscles.
Out. And right. Okay, fine. Bend the knees and rest. On your right hip and your right arm underneath. So bring the knees to the chest and up and open to the second. Then go to the arabesque Then come to the second, very long backs, and bring the legs back over to cross. And bend. And reach up. And open. And to the arabesque. Right. And stretch. And up. And bring the legs back. And turn round onto the left hip. And bring the knees in. And stretch up. And right up. And to the arabesque. And to second. And bring the legs back in. And bend. And reach up. And over to the arabesque. There. And up. And that's it, to second. And bring the legs back. Good, thank you.
This is the most advanced exercise of rotation. It works the hip and the leg in its socket and the whole surrounding structure.
And over to the arabesque, stretch. And come back to the second. And come down. Good, can we do a second time? And up. And to the second. Up. And to the arabesque. Right. Good. And up. And stretch. And come down. Good. Let's turn face this way. So we lift up. And second. And to the arabesque. Bring your left foot in more. So you turn out the left hip, and then up to second, and come back to the start, and up, and second, and to the arabesque, bring the arm through, stretch, and up to second, and up, and come back. Go down 3/4, so the lower back is just touching the floor. Left knee up first, and the left hand against that. Good. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Change legs. And breathe out. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And left. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
These work the core muscles and give stamina and endurance.
5, 6. Sit up. Good. This time the left leg up and put your right hand against the inside of the leg. And breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The hand against the inside of the opposite knee works the obliques.
4, 5, 6. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last time, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Looked good. Thank you very much. Very good.